middle and leg, but it still had to be put away, and he's done it in style here. Quinton de Kock didn't fall over, good balance. And getting the placement right as well. So meeting it right under the eyes.
Couple here. I heard you talking also, Ravi, about this is probably the best fielding side India have ever put out.
Yes, I would say in the last 20 years at least. Young side, they've got some strong arms. And if you look at the side, it's a young side. You know, the average age would be about 24, 25.
Nicely put away. This is a very nice over for South Africa. That completes it. It's 12 without loss. 4 more. This time it's Amla off the back foot. Now he can't. Ease through the covers and it'll run away for 4. 22 without loss. Put away beautifully by de Kock.
Yes, once again picking up the length so quickly. He was in total control of that shot. It's fractionally short, but he was onto it in a flash. So Quinton de Kock has been the aggressor so far in this innings. 21 of just 18, that's his 4th boundary. And ample time to put it away.
That takes his partnership to past South Africa's average first wicket score this year. This year, I emphasize. Missed it. Just bounced a little bit. Or bowled. Still holding 3 slips, which is interesting.
It's just that extra bounce, and it's good thinking by Dhoni, because I think very important in such conditions that you think of wickets as well, not just look to try and contain, especially when you have the new ball in your hand. Try and make some early inroads. You have won the toss and decided to field first, so you've got to give your bowlers the backup they need.
Absolutely. That's in the air, down to 3rd man. Has he caught that? He's not sure. He doesn't think so.
I think great attempt. You see him shaking his head, Mohammad Shami. Really good aggressive attempt here to go for the catch. Just got it on the bounce though. It's very easy for him to just stay back and try and stop the ball from going to the boundary, but he made the attempt for the catch. Just not carrying. Takes it on the bounce.
Yeah, there it is. Fantastic effort. And no. Oh, that's in the air. Has he caught that? No. Goodness me, 2 chances in 2 balls that haven't quite carried. 2 great attempts. Rohit Sharma this time at cover.
Yes, I just thought Rohit Sharma expected it to come a little quicker to him. Never easy when it's off the leading edge. He's looking to play on the onside here, Hashim Amla. That's the leading edge there, and the ball just lobbing away on the offside. And Rohit Sharma, the fielder, diving forward, again gets it on the bounce. Just for a minute you thought his the weight was on the heels.
Got that through. That'll make him feel better. Found the gap through extra cover.
Got to be spot on line as well as length when bowling on to Hashim Amla. And this isn't exactly short. It's a decent length, but there's just a little bit of width on offer, which allows Amla to free those arms and play what has become quite a trademark stroke of his, through extra cover off the back foot for 4.
And the difference with Amla to most other batsmen is he's always keen to hang back. Whip that away. That's a beauty. That is a terrific shot. End of the scoreboard.
Well, we don't see many of these from Hashim Amla. 8 gone, 42 without loss.
Crack that away too. That's square. Very square on the offside for 4. 11 runs off that previous over. Has kick-started something now. That is a good shot. There's a bit of pace in this deck, and you can see the way that de Kock just leant on that. Out of the screws, it raced away. This time an inside edge. So suddenly India are asking some questions. South Africa got a bonus boundary there, which Shami's not going to be too happy about, because the bowling right now has been very good from India.
Look at that, 95 wickets in 68 matches and goes at less than 5. That's nicely played. Really well played. It's a tough chase here at the Wanderers, and you have to be very, very quick to catch up with shots that are middled. 4 runs.
Very delicate there from de Kock. The best thing about this is the timing. How he just waits for the delivery. It's not all that short. He just waits for it to get past him. Knows where he wants to get it behind square. And just uses his wrists to create a bit of pace. Kock moves to 39. It's been a good innings from him.
And again, this time in front of square. 4 runs. Gets there. It gets to another half century. It's appreciated by his teammates, by the crowd. This is his home ground. Quinton de Kock plays for the Lions here in Johannesburg. It's come off 54 balls. He'll be stoked that he's able to get to 50 here at home.
Pulls that away to the fence. The 100 comes up for South Africa. Oh, that's well played. The adjustment was made by Quinton de Kock. He moved very late to give himself room.
That's beautifully played. Hashim Amla this time giving himself some room, and his placement is exceptional. Hashim Amla at his very best.
That's it. A good half century here for Hashim Amla. His 23rd 50 in one-day internationals. His 5th against the Indians. He's got 1100s as well. He's got that fine. And that'll race away to the boundary. He's chipped that again over the man at short fine. Second boundary of the over. This is smart batting by the young man. It's 131 for no loss. Driven through the offside, and that'll roll away to the boundary. So he's finding the gaps nicely, Quinton de Kock. He's played on. India get the breakthrough. In the end, one will have to say it's a soft dismissal from us.
And unfortunately for them, it led to the dismissal of Hashim Amla. Tentative stroke from him. The first one, really, we've seen today. He's batted beautifully. A little bit of extra bounce there as well, off the inside edge and then onto the stumps. So that brings to an end this opening partnership, and a good one it's been as well. Amla gone for 65, 152 for 1.
It's an outside edge and will fly down here for 4.
It's only because he had 84 that MS Dhoni decided not to have a slip. Because this would have gone straight into the hands of a first slip or a second slip, but instead runs away for 4. He can't have a third man that fine. Unlucky for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
Yeah, especially that part of the ground. It's the shortest boundary, so the angle's very difficult to work out. That's 4 more and takes him to 96. Cut away, that'll be 4 runs. I've been really impressed with what I've seen of this guy up to now. And that's why.
Nice when that happens, eh? On cue. He's got something extra. Good presentation of the seam, and it hits it and just nips away from the right-handed Callis.
It's got some gas. Beats him again. 2 in 2. Callis gets away, gives himself room and slices him over. Backward point. So now there's something for the bowler to think about.
The little counter punch from the South African all-rounder. Beaten twice in a row by good deliveries. On this occasion, Shami is a little bit fuller. Callis gives himself room. He's looking to go over extra cover. The pace of the ball used to going over backward point for 4.
Straight to cover point. So Jemmy gets his man.
The batting power play has struck again. South Africa losing 2 wickets inside this batting power play, and it's not done yet. Callis with a little counter punch, the previous delivery, finding the boundary over backward point. On this occasion again, full, looking to go over extra cover. And Ravindra Jadeja takes a simple catch at extra cover. So the big man for South Africa has to go. Callis for 10. South Africa 172 for 2.
No ball and a free hit. Quite a nice thing to get when you're in the 90s.
Umpire Illingworth signals that free hit. So freedom of the park for Quinton de Kock.
No change in the field because the batsman's the same man. But interestingly, he's going over the wicket. Here's confirmation of the no ball. The line belongs to the umpire. I think that law should change. This is what interests me. And he's hit it way back into the stand. I said it was a nice thing to get a free hit when you're in the 90s. That's taken him to 98. Well played, young man. Wonderful innings. And as HD has said, on his home ground. Fantastic. Enjoy it. Beautiful stroke. Proper cricket shot, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. What a strike. It's skimmed. It's gone flat for 6.
Absolutely brilliant, Quinton de Kock. How well he's played today, and another classic example of his talent.
That's nicely done. Not the first time he's done that today. Deft touch for 4. That's well played. Calculated, didn't look to hit that too hard. Just got to the pitch, opened the face and worked with the spin. 4 runs to Quinton de Kock.
That is beautifully struck this time by AB de Villiers. It runs away to the boundary. That is just a quality stroke.
That'll be a few more, 4 more, 2 in a row. It's a long way up, but that's because mid-off is up in the circle, so he's trying to just get over him. It's going swimmingly for South Africa. Both batsmen able to find the boundary. He's gone for it, and he's got it right in the middle of the bat, and it's on the bank. It's de Kock again. On song.
Well, he's on fire, Quinton de Kock. Absolutely dominating this innings.
You put him down. Come on. Good form with the way he's hitting. And it's been so all the way through the innings. Not over-hitting the ball at all. A man in form. Oh, straight back at him. Straight back. The change in bowling has worked for MS Dhoni. He's got the big fish. Quinton de Kock is distraught because he walks off, having just patted one back to Virat Kohli, but it's played magnificently.
It's been a great innings. Comes perhaps to a surprising end. But what a performance by Quinton de Kock, opening the batting, involved in a magnificent partnership with Hashim Amla. After Amla got out, he continued the good work. So Quinton de Kock today, absolutely brilliant. Gone for 135. South Africa 247 for 3.
Cracked that. He's cracked that very hard indeed. Good shot, beautiful shot. Brilliant stuff. This time from JP Duminy. Thin air makes the ball fly.
This is the challenge for the bowlers in the last few overs now, with having to have 5 people in the circle. There is always an area where the batsman can target, and JP Duminy has done it superbly on this occasion. As you can see, just gives himself a little bit of room, gets pretty much close to the bounce of the ball. And lovely use of the arms and shoulders.
So a dozen runs from the over so far, just 1 ball remaining. And that's clever as well. He knew that fine leg was inside the circle. It's going to run away for another boundary. What a terrific over for South Africa. Brilliant stuff. 16 runs coming from it. That's going to kickstart them nicely. 274 for 3. That's a beautiful shot. That is going to be a reward for what a superb shot that is. That's 6. That is a beauty. Straight down the ground.
That's an absolute quality shot that by JP Duminy. It's in the slot, don't get me wrong. At this stage of the innings, if you're going to bowl this length, there's a good chance you're going to disappear. But Duminy's executed it superbly. There's no one back at mid-off, so that's why he's looked to clear that right leg of his, so that if it is straight, he can look to go through the offside. He's absolutely middled that.
16 off the last over, 9 off 4 balls in this one. He's whipped that away. That is a beauty. He's crunched it for 6. Right out of the screws from JP Duminy.
De Villiers has middled that. Yes, it's all the way. A low full toss there. But AB de Villiers, with the power he possesses, it didn't bother him in the slightest. Absolutely crunched that.
gone again, this time over extra cover, and that's half a dozen more. There's a beautiful shot from A.B. de Villiers.
Yes, another quality one. And that brings up 50 for A.B. de Villiers. 52 of 38 deliveries. He's gone there with 2 sixes in this over.
JP swings. And he swings it a long way. That's another one. That's 6 more. This is magnificent stuff from these two. They are really stepping on the gas and putting on a show. 20 off that over. 310 for 3 now. He's hit that high in the bat, I think, but he's hit it high enough. That's gone for another 6. Short delivery again, missing the areas. One just to bring up a 50. Another 50 for South Africa from JP. This has been an absolute beauty. Just 25 balls. His teammates have appreciated that. This is the role that he played a couple of years ago. And then they tampered with him at number 3 for a bit. They put him back to this role now to make sure he finishes along with David Miller, which I think is probably his better role, but he really has played superbly. That's the end of the 48th. 322 for 3 now. Over the top of third man. That's certainly not the length he got a ball with that field. Oh, he's cracked that. It's another terrific shot from A.B. de Villiers. It's on the bounce. It's another boundary.
Once again, length at the end here from the Indian bowlers. And Mohit on this occasion decides to try and bang it in back over length. De Villiers in this fine form is not going to miss out on these opportunities. Here we go. It's a length delivery. He just frees up his arms, middles it baseball style. No one at mid-wicket. There's a huge gap there for him to aim at, and he pulls it off.
This really is going to give India some serious headaches for the rest of this one-day series. They really have been pretty poor at the death here. We often talk about South Africa and how they haven't got it right at the death when they've been bowling over the last couple of years, but this is certainly not good. Advancing down the track this time, and he's sliced that away for another half a dozen. These umpires are going to need some massaging, I think, at the break. They have sore shoulders shortly.
Richard Ellsworth had a sore back before the start of play, so interesting there. De Villiers once again moving down the wicket, give himself a little bit of room, opens the face, knows that there's no one back at third man. So if he gets the open face and gets the bat on ball, there's a good chance to go for a boundary. He gets better contact than probably expected, and that's flown the whole way for another 6.
And now 17 runs from this over. It's been an outstanding way to finish. 2 balls remaining. And this the 49th. Full toss this time. He's hammered that nice and straight. And he's got it away for another boundary. Superb. Absolutely superb. Got that away for 4. In fact, it's gone for 6. That brings up the 100 stand. What a magnificent performance from these two.
Shami just sits there in disbelief. What more can I do? What must I do? De Villiers comes across the crease, gets underneath it. We've seen him do this on a couple of occasions in T20 cricket, a couple of times in one-day cricket as well. So versatile. He knows how to score around the wicket. Here we go. Early, he moves across. It's dragged down a length. He just gets underneath it and watches with success. Got big on him, but still gets enough bat contact on it to take it the whole way. His team are loving it, absolutely loving it.
And it was a delivery of 140 k's per hour. It's got him this time. The length was right, the accuracy was spot on, and that's the result.
Yeah, Shami has been the pick of the bowlers, so he deserves wickets. And his length at the death here hasn't been ideal. But on this occasion, De Villiers going across again, trying to emulate the last delivery. And Shami got this a touch fuller. You miss, I hit the stumps. That's what you got to do at the end. And he's brought about some success. Look at this, nice and full, almost pitching on the white line. Knocks over the off stump. Brings to an end. A wonderful innings by A.B. de Villiers. He's on his way. South Africa 352 for 4.
So 3 balls left in this innings. Got that away nice and fine on the offside, and that's gone for 4. That's not a bad way to start. Last ball of the innings. JP hits that straight to the fieldsman, just trots through for the one, but that is also the end of a superb performance from JP Duminy. Magnificent performance from South Africa.
Well, that certainly wasn't what MS Dhoni had in mind when he put South Africa into bat. 20-year-old Quinton de Kock was the main man for the home side. His 135 came quicker than a runner ball and underlined his class at international level. After that, AB de Villiers and JP Duminy rammed home the advantage in sensational style. Their partnership of 105 came off just 46 balls. India's bowlers conceded over 300 for the 6th time in their last 9 ODIs. The opening bowlers were unable to make full use of some helpful conditions early on, which gave South Africa licence to be ultra-aggressive in the last few overs. Mohammad Shami was the one bowler who looked dangerous. India's batsmen chased over 350 twice in their recent series against Australia, and they would have to do it again in Johannesburg. We'll show you if they could pull off another improbable win after the break.
Here we go, the first ball. Shape, there's the shape that we see from Steyn. He's a special talent. Oh, it's a beauty again, goodness me. Beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot that is. It was in the air for a while, but it was right out of the screws.
He's a shot maker, Shikhar Dhawan. And when he's playing well, it's that stride you mentioned. Gets a really big stride forward. Little uppish, but beautifully struck.
Beautiful again, this time through extra cover. That is the way to play a cover drive.
Now this shot even better than the first one he played. The ball was swinging, but then the front foot, really good stride. Leaning into the shot, finding the gap. Well, I mentioned earlier he came here with the India A team. They played in Pretoria, different conditions. A very successful one-day series.
He's got that away over the man who covers this time for another boundary. That's an equally well-played stroke as well. Oh, and again, that is magnificent. Absolutely magnificent, and there's a nod of appreciation from Sharma. It's high, it's in the air, de Kock wants it, he's called loud, and he takes the catch. Fresh from 100, now a very good catch as a keeper, diving a long way and covering some good ground, and Morkel has struck with his first delivery.
Extra bounce and pace as done Shikhar Dhawan here. It was as if he was expecting to play that pull shot. But what surprised him here is the taller man's extra bounce, you see. Much quicker onto him than he expected. Went up in the air. And a good catch by Quinton de Kock. So South Africa draw first blood. Shikhar Dhawan departs for 12 and India now 14 for 1.
Now that's been dropped. That should have been easily taken by Quinton de Kock. Everyone was up. Morne Morkel just expected that to be a wicket. He was on his way to celebrate with the slips and it popped out of the gloves. That is a sitter, I'm afraid.
And a terrific delivery. That deserved the wicket. Kohli in two minds here. Wasn't sure of the bounce. Initially was looking to take evasive action by dropping his wrist. The ball followed him. He'll be very disappointed. Looked to grab it in the end, Quinton de Kock.
Top shot. Brilliantly struck. 4 runs.
This is the challenge for Dale Steyn. He needs to be that fuller length against Rohit Sharma. But Kohli's getting a really good stride in, and if he just gets that similar length, Kohli's been able to get onto that cover drive. It was airborne, and de Villiers probably thought he had a half a chance there for a period of time. Here we see full and length, driven nicely through the covers. De Villiers might have thought he would have got a hand to it. But it worked out well. To the boundary it goes.
That's a good shot as well. Just a punch. That's gone up in the air. Totobe to try and get there. Dive, no. Couldn't get there. The fortune in that for Virat Kohli is that Totobe is not up there with the quickest in the side as far as speed across the ground.
This is the way Kohli likes to play. He likes to fight fire with fire. So he's trying to hammer that back over length delivery over mid-wicket. Hasn't got anywhere near as much contact he was looking for. Hit him high up on the bat, but the contact was enough to take it over to Torby, who did turn a bit slowly.
He struck that. Good shot. A lovely way for India to end the power play. Edged, overslip, gone for 4. That's a good shot. It's gone for 4. Got him, I think, has he? He's gone up in a big way. Nope, nothing. Nothing at all from the ump. Skipper doesn't want to check it either. 52 for 1.
There was definitely a noise there as the ball went through. Don't know what it is. The cock was excited. Here we have a look at the slow-mo. Karen lands in good area, nips back. There we go, just hits the back leg. Maybe off the inside thigh pad. So nowhere near the inside edge. Good decision, Bumper Holstead. It's a quality shot. Not really much width. But Kohli's quickly onto it, punches it behind square.
Out. McLaren is the man. Cullis the catcher. The second wicket goes down.
Good delivery again. The ball just moving away from Virat Kohli. Played away from his body. There was movement, there was bounce. Got the outside edge, and Jacques Cullis, he doesn't make too many mistakes. Good delivery this one. Open Kohli up off the outside edge. Cullis rock solid as always. So it's a big wicket. Virat Kohli, he's gone for 31. India 60 for 2.
He hits him first ball.
Good bowling, good thinking by Ryan McLaren. Good aggressive bowling. So he's got his work cut out here, Yuvraj Singh. This is a good short pitch delivery, well directed. The gloves go up, his eyes go off the ball. That is not the way you want to play short pitch bowling.
Here's the Kohli wicket, just angled in and then nips away slightly, and the safe hands of Cullis that slip. Beautiful delivery.
Attacking field placing now as well. 2 slips and a leg gully.
Bowled him out. It was the first ball that did it. Sat back in the crease. Wonderful bowling, intelligent bowling.
Excellent follow-up delivery. The previous one did the business, pushed Yuvraj Singh back into the crease. It was an excellent short delivery, followed up by the ideal length. Just nipped back through that gap that he left between bat and pad, but the feet just weren't going. That front foot hardly moved at all, and that's why he left that gap between bat and pad. So Ryan McLaren strikes twice in the 1 over. South Africa continue to dominate this game. Yuvraj Singh is gone for naught. 60 for 3.
It might go for 4. Yes, it does. And it's 4 runs. Oh, he'll have to hurry. He'll have to hurry. This is going to be very close. Raina wanted to get up the other end, no doubt about that.
Desperate to get off strike, Suresh Raina. It's a little bit of a panic run. Good piece of fielding as well. The direct hit. It's going to be very close. Last thing India need now is a run out. They've got more than enough problems dealing with the bowling as such. They don't need a run out as well. This is an excellent piece of fielding. He's going to be gone, and he is by some margin. So brilliant by South Africa in every respect.
So that decision can pen for as long as it's likes. We know what it is. And so does Sharma now. He's battled out there. He played and missed and played and missed. And he sort of hung in and got through it. A new man comes in, desperate to get off strike. Runs him out by half a yard. Rohit Sharma then. He goes 65 for 4. Brilliant from Dhoni. He won't sit back. He'll take it to the opposition. That'll be 4, I think. No, good fielding. Not so good fielding.
Counter-attack from Dhoni. Through mid-wicket, finds space. Outfield quick, so should run away for 4.
Oh, it's put down. Colin Miller was the man diving across. Sorry, I beg your pardon. David Miller diving across. I think the problem there was he didn't expect it to come that slowly. He expected it to come a lot quicker.
I just don't think he thinks it's going to carry, and then the next minute it does. It gets there comfortably, and he gets his hands in an awful mess.
That's in the air and finds the gap. Oh, that's gone through past the keeper. He pulls again. Had to hurry. And that is brilliant from Dale Steyn in the deep.
Very little work for Quinton de Kock to do. Takes it, hits, that's gone. That is gone. That is quite brilliant from the South African fast bowler.
And India now have lost half their side. Suresh Raina will have to depart. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Dale Steyn. So Raina departs for 14. It's 108 for 5. That's well timed. Will reach the boundary. Driven once again down the ground by Jadeja. And help himself to another boundary.
Dhoni takes the attack to Torbe, advances down and smashes one through the mid-wicket area.
Gee, that's a nice shot. That is a beautiful shot, nice and straight. There's always reward there. Crack that away, that's a good shot. Advancing and just over the top. Not quite out of the middle, fairly high on the bat, but he got the desired result. Got him. Got that one through, just tailed back a fraction, disturbed the furniture. Carlos has got one on the target and got rewarded.
And there's plenty of reason to smile for Jacques Kallis. That's a peach of a delivery. He's got it to shape back in to Jadeja. He hasn't got much swing so far in his spell, but on this occasion it's an absolute beauty. Shapes back, nips back, cleans up that off stump. Jadeja looks back in disgust, wondering how did that occur. But he's got to be on his way. Through a wonderful delivery from Jacques Kallis. So India lose their 6th wicket. Jadeja goes for 29. India 158 for 6.
Just a little bit too far away from Quinton de Kock.
Nicely played. Just punched And it's a fast outfield. Keeps you interested, and then you don't get there. 4 runs. Nicely placed. Lifted it over backward point. It's got him. It's an edge. It's an edge. Yeah, he's looking at the umpire and saying, why are you giving me out? But there certainly was something. And Ashwin has got to go. It's McLaren again.
Now, he was disappointed. What you got to see is if it hit the top of the pad. There was a sound for sure. This one, see there, it's come back in. Yeah, may have just flicked the top of the pad. That's why he was a little disappointed. Didn't quite carry as well to the keeper. So Ashwin departs for 19. It's 183 for 7.
That's well hit. Has it gone all the way? Not quite. I don't think. It's 1 bounce and 4. At pace, and he's got him. Edged, taken by Cullis. Ever present in the slip cordon. And continually just plucks them out the air.
Well, doesn't he deserve it? On numerous occasions the ball has gone past the outside edge. This time he finds it, and Callis makes no mistake. Again, really top-class bowling from Steyn. This is a new spell, but he's charging in. Once again, right on the money. Callis, he won't miss too many. So the first wicket for Steyn. India lose their 8th. It's 190 for 8.
Shot. Pitched up and dispatched for 6 by MS Dhoni.
The first one really in his half, and his eyes would have lit up there. Brings up his half-century in style.
That's gone for 4.
Pulled away, and that will go for 4. Such quick hands, MS Dhoni. He makes something that isn't really all that short into a scoreable delivery.
He hasn't taken the singles because he feels that there's still boundaries on offer for him. He's found one through mid-wicket of Dale Steyn. He's been the one Indian batsman that's looked comfortable against the pace of South Africa this evening on the surface that's offered a bit for them.
4. There's no safety net at the back of the cover fielding, because we're in this power play, the last over of it, last ball of it coming up.
Well, this is the important delivery, the one coming up. Not a good delivery from McLaren, short and wide. Dhoni, his class, puts that away. But the ball coming up, it's important that McLaren keeps Dhoni on strike.
That'll be extra runs, 4 of them, and a wide.
And I think this is frustrating for Dale Steyn because he certainly would like to bowl to Mohit Sharma. And unfortunately, is every time there is a single on offer for MS Dhoni, he doesn't take it, and now the bounce is whacked in halfway and it eludes Quinton de Kock, and you can excuse him for that.
Bowled him, dragged it on. Steyn gets the big fella out. What a wonderful innings it's been by him, though. It's certainly kept this crowd enthralled, but now surely the end is nigh.
Well, if anyone deserves to end the game, it's Dale Steyn. Bowled beautifully with the new ball with very little success, in fact none, and now has his 2nd wicket, that of the Indian captain. He just chops it on, no sweeper on the offside, so he's looking to get the ball through that protected area and away for 4, but instead the inside edge is found, rattles into the stumps. He's gone for 65. India 217 for 9.
There you go. It's easy as that. Steyn stops in his follow-through, and the ball gets to him. Now he takes the stump out. South Africa win by 141 runs, which is their second biggest runs victory against India.
Well, that was a hammering. India were never in the chase after some excellent South African bowling early on, and they were bowled out for 217 after 41 overs. Dhoni, the one batsman to emerge with credit. Steyn and Morkel caused the Indian batsmen all sorts of problems, with the former finishing with excellent figures of 3 for 25. McLaren also picked up 3, as AB de Villiers opted for an all-out pace attack. No spin was used. So South Africa won by 141 runs, and they take a 1-0 lead in this 3-match series. The next game is not